Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Pokémon Stadium. It is the second part, although it feels like the first one, because in the very first part we did not do a whole lot, I know. But today, the real deal will get started, at least no real explanations are going to be necessary anymore. Pretty much all of the basic mechanics and modes and functions of this game we have seen. So it's actually time to get started with what this game is all about, namely tournaments. The Pokémon battle system we know and love from the first generation games Red, Blue and Yellow get implemented in a 3D rendition here on the Nintendo 64. And we can use that in order to do a couple of tournaments. Win 8 battles in a row to become the champions, you might say. That's what we're doing. So let's get into Stadium mode and see what this game is all about. Okay, like I promised in the first part, this Stadium mode actually has 4 different tournaments with 4 different rule sets, making them different from each other. As you can see over here, we have the Poké Cup, the official Pokémon League tournament. Hone your skills to become the champ. This one is exclusively for Pokémon between level 50 and 55. And this is actually the whole reason why I created different Pokémon teams in order to tackle these modes. Because as you can see over here, the Prime Cup is actually for level 1 until 100. So you basically can't do all 4 tournaments with the same Pokémon team. I was actually forced to create multiple teams, but still, it's also fun to do, so we get some variety. The Petite Cup to the left over here is for level 22 until 30. A little bit weaker, but still also interesting to take a look at. The most important thing about the Petite Cup is actually that this is the tournament where Pokémon are not allowed to be evolved. Only small Pokémon, basic Pokémon, are allowed in here. The whole reason why I never dared to evolve too many of my Pokémon back in Pokémon Red. Because of this tournament. But we also have the Pika Cup, the lowest level Pokémon Cup you might say, for level 15 until 20. Strategy is very important here because of all the Pokémon being so low level here. Also probably one of the more interesting cups because of that. But that's actually what we're tackling. Another thing to note about these two, the Poké and Prime Cup, the most important two you might say, is that these two actually have multiple difficulty settings. The other two don't, that's just one tournament. The Petite and Pika Cup. Those you only do once. But these two, the Poké and Prime Cup, actually have 4 difficulty settings. I'm not too sure if I will cover all of them because they are very similar, to be honest, especially the lower levels. So in order to save some time, I might skip out on one of them. But I will still cover the lowest difficulty, of course. We need to see how this works. And these are the 4 difficulty settings. Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball and Master Ball. The Pokeball I will show off no matter what, so we can see how these tournaments work. And see what the difference is between the lowest and highest difficulty setting, because trust me, those are noticeable. I'm not sure if I will cover the Great Ball and Ultra Ball. I will show it off at least once, I'm pretty sure, but I might skip out on one of them. Let's go check out the rules. As you can see, we have a strict set of rules we need to apply to in order to enter this tournament. 149 Pokémon are allowed in this tournament. We enter with 6, like we saw in the tutorial. You always have 6 Pokémon with you. But in every battle you can only select 3 of them. So it's not the same as in Pokémon Red was. This game has a different battle system, you might say. They have to be between level 50 and 55. But don't think you can just throw in 3 Pokémon with level 55. It's not going to be that easy. There's a maximum level, your 3 Pokémon combined, of 155. Therefore saying, if you choose 1 Pokémon that is level 55, the other 2 have to be level 50. So that is also something you need to take in account. Don't think you can cheese it with high level Pokémon. It's not going to be that easy. No 2 Pokémon can be asleep or be frozen. That would break the game a little bit too much. Mew is not allowed to attend in this tournament, so don't think you can actually cheese this game with an overpowerful technical machine slave. If you manage to beat a battle without a single Pokémon fainting, you will get an extra continue, therefore saying you're allowed to lose without game overing, which is also pretty handy to have, especially in the higher difficulties. This can definitely be pretty welcome. And you're not allowed to cheat with your last Pokémon, so don't think, oh, I have 2 Pokémon left, he has only 1, so I'll just use self-destruct for an easy win. No, that would be cheating. This game also prevents that. Let's go into the battle. First we need to register, of course. We need to select which Pokemon we're going to use. You can also select rentals, like I mentioned earlier in the first episode. So if you don't have a Game Boy Pack or don't have a Game Boy Pack connected, you can also just use rental Pokemon, as the game calls it. All Pokemon are in here that you can actually pick. They all have the level that you need to have in order to enter this tournament. But they do come with a random moveset, so this might be something that prevents people from saying that you can use rental Pokemon, because you're very dependent on random movesets, you might say. With your own Pokemon, you can of course decide what their moveset will be. Here, the game will decide for you, so that's a little bit of a downside. But at least the game is still playable if you don't have a Game Boy Pokemon game, you might say. That said, I will of course still be using my Game Boy Pokemon. That's the most fun way to play this game, of course. And, like I promised, I have a couple of teams ready. All familiar faces, you might say, from the Pokémon Red project. Here, in Pokémon Stadium, I will of course also be using my A-team, but not exclusively my A-team. For all the other modes, like this Poké Cup, this is not going to be tackled by my A-team. I will have my B-team ready. And they're all in box 4, so pretty easily accessible. I know Howard is officially an A-team member, but in the very last episode of the project he got kicked out. But we also have the return of Geoffrey, the return of Donald. We have Ralf also returns in the team. We have Vince, even though briefly he was part of the A-team for a moment. And my water type for this team is actually Trent. A guy I evolved in the very last episode of the Pokémon Red project to use him here. And that will be my team for the Poké Cup. So, hope you're ready. My B team is ready, all level 50, N55, Howard. Let's go. Let's go to round 1, which is going to be against the biker. Because of this being the very first battle on the lowest difficulty, it's going to start off very easy. As you can see, he exclusively uses poison and fighting types, making it pretty easy to actually exploit super effectiveness. I just need a psychic type, and that should be enough.
We're finally underway with Pokemon Tournament Poké Cup Pokéball. We have a large contingent of Pokemon with a bewildering mix of moves.
As you can see, he has no choice but to input a poison or a fighting type, so my Howard should be enough to finish this off immediately.
Touch of confusion. Whoa! Looks like a bad Pokemon choice. Taken down on the word go! This is a wild one from the word go.
Okay, what are you going to do next?
Oh, it's Machop! This is a fight between two different types of Pokemon.
Let's just use another confusion.
How's that? Oh, this Pokemon looks wrong. Down! That didn't take much.
Yeah, this is still the easy mode, so everything fainting in one hit is not a surprise here.
There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon.
Trust me, it will become difficult at some point.
Oh, it's Egan!
This first battle is not going to be the definition of challenging, I'm afraid.
The battle has become one-sided. A psychic flash! That's the weak spot. Wow! Taken down with one hit!
Okay, that was a very easy start.
And there goes the battle!
As you may expect, it will start off very easy. Pokemon that faint very quickly, that are very slow, and can easily be exploited for their super effectiveness. Even if the trainer only selects 3 out of 6, it is pretty easy to strategize. And speaking of strategizing, you can actually save and quit in between battles. You don't have to do all 8 battles in one go, as you can see. If you feel tired, would like to take a break, save and quit is always an option. In fact, I'll be using this option myself every once in a while whenever episodes end, so good thing it's here, so I can save my recordings. But for now, let's move on to battle number 2. You're facing a rocker with electric and grass types. Okay, exploiting their weaknesses. For the electric types, I obviously need my ground type, which in this B team, Geoffrey. And I use Donald to exploit their grass weakness. The third Pokemon does not really matter.
What kind of battle can we expect to see? Begin round 2.
Okay, he starts off with the grass type. That's not good, because I was hoping he would start off with an electric type, obviously. That's why I put in Geoffrey first. So he's now able to exploit my weakness. That's something I don't want, so let's switch to Donald.
They strike fighting poses.
He I put in the team in order to take care of these grass types.
Pokémon change. Oh, it's
Welcome back to the team, Donald.
It's building energy for the next
Okay, he's going to use Solar Beam. Donald is pretty fast, so let's make sure he's not able to get the chance. Let's use Drill Peck, because it's the strongest flying type move. Bam!
Perfect aim! Wow! Taken down with one hit! What will the next Pokemon be? Oh, it's Magnum!
Okay, here we have his first electric type.
How will the type difference affect
So let's get back Geoffrey.
Here's a Pokemon change.
Okay, it's going to lower my defense.
Oh, a horrible freak! Its defense is down. Will this Pokemon swap change the flow of battle?
Earthquake is on C right. Let's remember that. That's what we want to use against you.
Earthquake! Wow, that's an effective hit!
Ground type versus electric type.
Ah, it's a one-hit wonder! There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. Oh, it's
And another grass type.
The remaining Pokemon count is 3 to 1.
Well, I still have Dodrio lying around somewhere, so...
The Pokemon returns to its Pokeball. What now? A decent hit.
Yeah, barely did anything.
How will this swamp affect the
Okay, one more Drill Peck, and you're gone.
How's that? Smack the weak spot.
And there we go.
Down! That didn't take much.
There goes battle number 2.
And there goes the battle.
Okay, quick note about my switching around a little bit. Because of the Pokemon being so weak still, my opponent's side. I don't necessarily have to switch, I know, but I'm trying to go on these lower difficulties without fainting a single Pokemon. I'd like to do this perfectly in order to challenge myself. That's something I can quickly address. So the switching around, even though not always necessary, I will still do that. Okay, we have another poison and fighting type situation here, so Howard is in no matter what. Okay, I can use Vince. Let's try using Vince for the first time because of his Geodude. Yeah, third one doesn't really matter. Let's go.
The upcoming battles look promising. We're into round 3.
Oh, that's interesting. Hypno versus Drowsy. Yeah, it's not going to be effective no matter what, so let's put you to sleep. It's the only thing I can do.
It didn't work.
No, didn't even work. Oh, it's the same idea.
What now? The move failed to click.
We are all immune against sleeping. Let's just use Psychic then.
The attack wasn't effective.
Okay, still does a bit more than I thought. Howard, you're too strong.
What's this?
Ah, come on.
Oh, it fell asleep. Falling asleep is going to make this a one.
Okay, let's switch. Because, well, sleeping I can't do anything, obviously.
Here's a Pokemon change. Oh, it's Dodrio.
Yeah, predictable.
What'll it do?
Using a Dream Eater on a sleeping Pokemon.
Oh, the attack
However, I'm not sleeping anymore.
This bump affects the outcome.
Okay, what can we use? We don't have any super effective moves against you, so let's just try attack you. We have not seen that move at all yet, even in Pokemon Red, so...
Try attack. Severe hit.
Good enough, okay.
Oh, is it down and out?
Stupid Psychic types not being able to...
What
Super
will the
effective
next
them.
Pokemon be?
I can still take you down.
Oh, it's Hitmon Challenge.
Okay, here's a fighting type.
This is a fight between
Drill Peck,
two
let's go.
different types of Pokemon.
Yeah, my Howard being asleep does not matter. Flying types also work.
Whoa, looks like a bad Pokemon choice. Wow, taken down with one hit. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon.
Ghastly.
Oh, it's Ghastly. The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1. The battle has
I'd really
become
like to have
one-sided.
Howard out for this one. Since Poison type I cannot overcome with Flying type, let's see if I can overpower you.
They strike
We can also
fighting
see how
poses.
Fly looks in this game. Let's move into the sky.
What now? Oops, that's a miss.
Dodrio flying always looks so weird. It's not the kind of bird that should fly.
Here comes the aerial attack. A savage hit.
There we go.
Ah, it's a one-hit wonder. And there goes the battle.
And that is 3. 17 minutes almost, so we have some time for one more battle. And another perfect. My goal on this easy mode, trying to get perfects in every single battle. Let's move on to the fourth one. It looks like this is a battle against the Beauty, with a lot of water types and a couple of ground types. All these water types give me the ability to use Ralf for the first time. Okay, and for these ground types, I'd like to use Trent actually, we have not seen him yet. And we can also input Geoffrey. Yeah, let's do it like this. Most important thing is Ralf.
The crowd's excitement is building. This is round 4.
Okay, welcome back into the team, Ralf. We haven't seen you in a while, ever since Zappa replaced you in the A-team. Well, this tournament is your prey. Let's use Thunderbolt.
Right, Thunderbolt.
There we go.
Word go. Taken down on the word go.
Upgrading that Thunder Shock to
This is
Thunderbolt was a good
wild
bet.
one from the word go.
Way more powerful.
Oh, it's Cubone.
Okay, Cubone. Okay, Ralf is not going to be able to do anything against him, so let's go to the very first action of Trent. We have not seen him at all yet, not even in the Pokemon Red project.
Here's a Pokemon change. Oh, it's Tentacruel.
And here he is, level 50 and ready to fight.
What now? Oh, the attack missed.
Great job, you
Will
missed.
this Pokemon swap
Okay,
change
this is the
the
moveset I
flow of
gave him.
battle?
Pretty versatile, you might say. Surf being the most important one. But let's use Blizzard instead. It's a ground type after all. Also works.
No, it is. Blizzard. That one hurt.
And there she blows.
Wow, take it down with one hit. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon.
Okay, and last up is
Oh, it's Shelter.
a cute little Shelter. What do you think you can do against me? Okay, I can use Mega Drain against you, Mr. Water type.
There's the attack. Super effective.
Well, not enough to take him out in one hit. Oh, it knows Ice Beam. You are realizing you're using that against a Water and Poison type, right?
That one's effective.
A whole 8 damage.
There's a big difference in HP.
Okay, let's just put you down softly.
Blast of attack. There, it's a hit. Oh, is it down and out? And there goes the battle.
Okay, well done, Trent. It was your very first battle on screen in 2 projects time, but you did well. Still a perfect. 4 battles done, halfway through this tournament, and still not a single faint, as it should be on this easiest difficulty, because don't forget, it's still the easiest difficulty. And that said, next time we will continue, because I can see 20 minutes have been reached. We see how this game works. Even though we have just gotten started, the game is still pathetically easy. But that's the beauty of this project, you might say. It will get progressively harder and harder the further we get. And of course, multiple teams to look out for. Because this is my B team, you might say. It is not going to tackle this entire game. But it is going to tackle this tournament in all modes. Because of them being between level 50 and 55. The other teams are not. But okay, next time we will finish this Poké Cup on Pokeball difficulty. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Treecks out.